Hello everybody, it's TannerFishies here, back again with a new Ninjago video here on the channel. In today's video, we're going to be discussing something that I've seen be requested by many Ninjago fans over the years, and that of course is a Ninjago video game, or at least a new modernized attempt at making a Ninjago video game. In today's video, I would like to discuss the possibility of this actually happening, and what my personal thoughts would be regarding a brand new Ninjago video game. We've seen Ninjago have video game adaptations before. Shadow of Ronin, the Ninjago movie video game, and several others are the first ones that come to mind to me when I think of Ninjago video games. But recently, due to the release of the LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, it seems like many Ninjago fans are seeking a brand new video game adaptation of the Ninjago storyline. The new Skywalker Saga video game does look pretty fun. I have not played it myself, but from what I can understand, it's a game where you play through basically all of the Star Wars movies, albeit in LEGO form, and it does look pretty fun. Like I've said, if I was a bigger Star Wars fan, I would totally buy it and play it for myself, and I'd be super happy with it. One thing that I've noticed from the Ninjago community is that many Ninjago fans also happen to be Star Wars fans, and several Ninjago fans are currently playing this new Star Wars video game and asking themselves, how would this work for Ninjago? How would this style of video game where you go through all of the different storylines of a certain movie or television series, how would that work for the Ninjago series? In other words, would the format of the Skywalker Saga video game work for Ninjago? And while I have not played the Skywalker Saga video game myself, I have to admit that's a pretty cool idea if that were to be applied to Ninjago specifically. I personally think that could be a fantastic idea. It's been years since we've seen a major release for a Ninjago video game, and I would personally love a new one. Imagine a game where you play as the 6 ninja, maybe even a few of the side characters too, perhaps Master Wu, Garmadon, Pixel, etc., and you just play through the entire story of Ninjago one season at a time, until you get up to the very end and you complete the saga. You could even include things like Day of the Departed or the Dark Island trilogy as DLC. I mean, sure, why not, right? That sounds good to me. Of course, this game would be released on all major platforms: Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, PC, pretty much everywhere you could imagine. And it would be a great way to celebrate the franchise, especially if this upcoming Ninjago Summer 2022 season will in fact be the final season starring these core characters. It would be the perfect opportunity to release the game. That way fans get to revisit the franchise and celebrate everything that it's put out thus far. I think it's a really good idea, and I kind of want to see it happen someday, but in terms of whether or not it's possible, I mean, it certainly could be possible, only if certain things happen. Firstly, this game might need to be scaled down quite a bit. Ninjago is not as popular as something like Star Wars, so I'm not sure how much work this game would actually have put into it. In other words, I'm not really sure if each season could be done justice. Each season has multiple episodes attached to it, and while playing through every episode individually sounds like a fantastic idea, I'm not sure how realistic that option is. If this game does eventually happen, I feel like the gameplay would simply involve us playing through certain Ninjago scenarios from each season, going through the rough storyline but not really going through each individual episode, maybe only just hitting key points along the way. Also, this game might be kind of risky considering Ninjago is by default not as popular as something like Star Wars. Inside the Ninjago fanbase, I have no doubt that people would buy and play this game religiously, but for somebody outside the fanbase that stopped watching Ninjago a long time ago, or maybe has heard of the series but hasn't really gotten into it, I'm not sure if that will appeal to them as much as a Star Wars game would. Star Wars is a worldwide phenomenon, while Ninjago really hasn't gotten to that level just yet. While it may not sell very well outside of the Ninjago fanbase, I guarantee that if this game ever does get released, or if something like this actually does happen, myself and many other Ninjago fans would be there day one to buy a copy. I think a game such as this could be super fun for Ninjago fans, but again, I'm not sure how realistic this is considering how it doesn't really have that big of a reach as opposed to something like Star Wars. So with that being said, you guys, that'll pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts here today. Just a quick video going over whether or not a Ninjago video game is possible, especially one done in the same style as the newly released Skywalker Saga video game. But of course, as Ninjago fans, we can always hope and dream. There's nothing wrong with hoping and dreaming that maybe one day we could see something like this. And feel free to leave a comment down below discussing how exactly you would like this game to play out. Or alternatively, would you actually play something like this if it were to be released at some point in time? Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Like I said, that'll pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts here today, and I appreciate you guys watching all the way to the end. If you enjoyed today's video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and as always, check out the links down below in the description from other forms of social media. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Once again, you guys, my name is TannerFishies, and with that, I bid you farewell.